Hello everyone, and welcome to episode 3 of building Econ Ridge. Since the last episode, I've put in some trees this way. I haven't really done any more that way, but you can see a bunch of trees now that go all the way down the middle of this median. I'm still going to do more to the trees. I literally just grew them, and I haven't added some bushes and took away some bushes, because you can see some of these logs, they're like random sticking out, and I don't like that. But I'll fix that stuff later. But before I get to doing what we're going to do in this video, I want to show you guys what I've been doing over here. And it has taken a really long time to do this, and I'm nowhere near done. But if you look right here, you see I've blown up a lot of land over here. And if you saw the last episode, and I think I even mentioned it in the first one, maybe, I don't know. But what I plan to do here is to blow all of this out. Before I was using TNT, I was literally using potions of swiftness and just mining this all out with my hand. I did most of this by hand, a bunch of it over there, which is now just mountainous mess. But then I got to the point where I was like, this is going to take way too long. So I decided I'm going to blow up basically a river or a path that way, and then once I get it past the level I want it to be at, I'll just go back and fill it in over top of all this ugliness, and you won't see all of the blown up. And then I'll put water above where I fill it back in, and it will just look like a river going through here, and I can put yachts and a bridge going over top and stuff like that. And that's why I got the bedrock here, so I wouldn't hurt the road any with all the TNT. But that's taken forever. But oh well, it's part of the process of building a city by hand. So yeah, anyways, in this video, I think I'm going to attempt to build a modern house on camera, and I don't know how many episodes this might take, or how it's going to look when it's all said and done. It might be really bad looking, but oh well, we're just going to go with it. I have some materials I think I'm going to use. I'm going to try a block of quartz and this dark oak wood that we just got, which is really cool that we just got this, new wood. We got acacia wood, and we got dark oak planks. And right now it's only in creative mode for those who don't know. There is no new biomes where you can get this in survival. Not yet. They'll probably come out with an update probably soon with the new biomes. Oh yeah, we got these new doors too. Let's see what these doors look like. Those kind of look weird. Just a little weird. But anyways, we're going to build this house right here in this lot in front of us, across the street from this house that I built and showed you guys in the last episode. So yeah, usually how I do this when I build my modern houses, or any houses really, is I figure out where the front doors are going to go first. That's how I envision it, is where the front door is going to go. And I see the front doors being like somewhere around in this area here. And also, we're going to do a sidewalk, and I'm not going to do the same sidewalk to every house, but for now I'm just going to use this stone brick for the sidewalk and the driveway, just for now, because I can't think of anything else to use. So we're just going to go with this. But I think somewhere like right around in here the front doors should go. So we're going to dig this way, dig out, and I'm going to go back further from the sidewalk than I did with the other house behind me. I don't know how much further. Is that about? I don't know. That's a bit further, I guess. So I can have some more front yard to work with when I go to add like ponds and water and fountains and whatever I go to add. Let me get a potion of swiftness. And yeah, I don't know how this house is going to turn out. I know I just said that, but I really don't. I'm just going to go with it, and we're just going to have to see. It might be really, really ugly when it's all said and done. But let's go ahead and I guess put the doors in here. I'm not going to leave this as the floor in the house, but for now that's going to be where I'm going to place the doors. And I'm going to end up having to make this too thick because the doors are going to sit back. I don't know what doors to use either. These might look good, but then again I don't know, because we already got this dark stuff here. We're just gonna go with that for now. But so that the doors aren't like this, that's why I had to make this 2 blocks thick. But it's okay. We'll make it work. Okay, so now I tend to do this a lot on my houses, but we're gonna go ahead and stick with the design. Is to make a window right there. So now I want to bring up some of this quartz. And you know what? I don't know how high we're gonna make this house, because this house is gonna be a 2-story as well. And I think I want this to go higher. Let's figure out how high. Because I want to keep everything relatively the same height when it comes to the houses. Maybe not exactly, but close. So we'll stop right there. We'll bring this side up. Alright, and now we'll just bring all this up. Yeah, I think the thing about me and building houses on camera like this, I think my problem is like when it comes to me building something, like when I built that house, it took me a couple of days to build it, which isn't that bad really, but it's like I take my time, and in these videos I feel like I'm being rushed, and it's not, you know, you guys per se, I don't know, I just feel like I have to get this done quick, and I'm under pressure. And so, I don't know, I just don't like to build on camera. But I want to get better at it, and I want to start doing it more. So, we're going to start with this video, and hopefully I'll start to build more on camera, because I want to build a lot of houses in this world, and a lot of buildings, and I don't want to have to build everything off camera and not be able to show you guys. But it just takes me a long time to figure out where to go, like from here now I don't know what to do. Let's just go like this. Bring this out. Alright, we'll do this. We'll bring that out, and then we'll bring this side up, and we'll go higher than that side. Like this. So it can be a little bit higher than that house, I guess. Whatever. Let's bring this over. And we'll bring it down, I guess, right here. I'm telling you, when you build a modern house, I've said this plenty of times before, is you just gotta go, not crazy, but you kinda gotta just, it's gotta be weird. And you know what? We're gonna get rid of this. And we're actually gonna bring this in and come back. So it's not so flat in the front. And then we can make a window or a wall here. Let's actually connect this until I figure that out, because we'll do that. Maybe we could do this. Maybe this could be a stairwell to get to the 2nd floor. So yeah, actually we'll do this. Since we're at this point, we'll probably make a window here, a big front window. And you know what? I'm gonna make it bigger. So I'm gonna bring this further this way. And now we'll come out. So let's move all of this. See, this is something you guys are gonna have to be prepared for, is me building something, tearing it down. Because that's normally how I build. So I'm never satisfied with what I first place. I wouldn't say never, but most of the time it doesn't turn out exactly how I see it in my head. And I have a lot of trouble getting what I see in my head out into the game, but I guess that's part of it. Okay, so that will go there, and you know what, we'll go up from here, about there, and then we'll stop there, because if we're going to build a staircase here, I need to figure out how that's going to go, and we're going to have to actually start that now. So let's figure out what material I'm going to use inside. I think I'm just going to go with regular oak floor. Like when you walk in the house, it's going to be all oak. And then I don't know how this is going to work over here, so we'll just skip over to here. And let me place a bunch of oak wood down. Okay. So I'll do the staircase 2 blocks too wide. Actually, let's see. Start it here, I guess. 1, 2. Okay, this might come out further actually, but it'll add more like design, if you will. So let's bring it to here, and then we'll flatten it off right here. Bring it over, and then I guess we'll have it curve back this way. No, we gotta have a gap here, because I gotta do something up the center, because if I build a staircase up, you'll go up the stairs and you'll have the possibility of falling off the stairs, and I don't like building like that. I like to build a little realistic where there's a rail there, so we'll end up having to put a railing, or whatever you call it. Okay, so let's go to about right there and stop. And now I think I'm gonna need to move this back out. So let's get rid of all this again, and let's do it out to here. Let me think. Should I move it to there? Yeah, I think so. Okay, let's go up again. And as a matter of fact, I'm gonna go with this side up, and I'm not even gonna connect these two together because I don't know how high this is gonna go as of right now. It might go higher, it might go a little shorter, we'll see. Okay, so let's connect this. I like to do this like this. We'll connect these, and I'm thinking maybe, let me grab some of this again. Thinking about adding this here so that it just adds a wall there like that. The only thing is now it's going to be 3 blocks thick inside of here. So I either got to do that same thing on this side, or I don't do it at all. For now, we'll leave it like that. Or I just fill this in like that. That actually might look better. And then get rid of this. The good thing is, once I get this going, usually once I get a house going, I'm usually okay when it comes to building. The rest of it, it's just usually getting it started is where I have most of my trouble. And then once, you know, I'm at a certain point and I stop the video, I can always come in here and just like look at it and maybe think and be like, oh, I see a good idea for, you know, the next part or whatever, and we go from there, you know. So we'll just have to see. Let me just add some wood in here, and I might just leave that like that. Maybe we could even turn this into a garage. I don't know though, that might not work because I don't have much room behind here. That would be a very small garage. So what was I using? I was using white windows, I believe. Window panes. So I think we'll just stick with these white window panes. I was going to grab the blocks, but I think panes will look better. So let's just fill this in for now. If I can do it. Okay. Let's do something with this front here now. So if we got that there, and then you see this is like not gonna work. So let's like do something about that. Fill this in. This has got to get filled in. It's bothering me. So yeah, that's gonna be the start of our front window here. This, still not sure with. But we'll start messing with this now. And I don't know if I want to do one big giant window. Like I could just put glass in there right now and call it a window, but I don't think that's going to go well with our particular build here. So let's add some wood to it, because we got some wood here. We got that little bit of wood there. I'm thinking we need more wood in here. So we could do something like this. Let me rip this side down. Let's do it right here. Okay, bring that up. Alright. Let's see. Maybe wrap it over the top of this? This way? I don't know. This is where you guys gotta be creative. Come on, you can do it. I gotta talk myself into it. You can do it. Alright. Now, let's just fill this in. And that's one of the problems with the way I build too, is everybody builds differently. And for me, like when I built this house per se, and like most of my houses, I usually start with the outside, build the whole outside, or not the whole outside, but a big majority of it, and then I go on the inside and I start laying out with, you know, with different materials, the floors for each room and what room's gonna be what. And building like that, I don't know, it tends to make things weird. Like this is gonna be the second floor probably, and this might be a bedroom behind her. I don't know. So I could add like a window here, or windows even. Okay, that's not gonna work. Maybe a window right here. Okay, that might not work. That's about as even it's gonna get, and that looks kind of weird. Maybe I could put a bathroom upstairs right here, and this could be the window to it. So for now, we'll leave that like that. We'll just have to see what that ends up being as we get to that point. I feel like this needs to be 2 blocks thick at least. And I'm gonna fill this in. And maybe fill that, and put a window right here, maybe? I don't know. See what that looks like. Yeah, that looks okay. See, now I'm already feeling feeling this. I like this. I think it's already looking okay. And then we can maybe just make one big window right there. This could be our big front window for our house. I always like to have a big front window. Like this house, I guess you could say that's the big front window, or even this part. Or even all of these windows on the side. I don't know. I always like to have at least one big window. Like this one's kind of too big. I'm going to do something with that here in a minute. Definitely not sure about that one. But yeah, before I started this house, or even this video I should say, is I was on, Google Images, and I was just like looking at, real life modern houses, and even Minecraft modern houses, trying to get an idea. And man, I don't know. Sometimes when I go on there, I just don't see anything that I like to start out with, because I don't go on there to like take other people's designs and recreate them, but I'll see something that I like. Like for example, if you take cut this house in half right here, and you look at this just this right side, I might see that in a build of something I'm looking at, and I'll be like, oh, okay, I'll start with just that, and then I'll go from there. Well, with this house, I literally had, no idea what I was gonna do, but I'm starting to like this already. I think it's looking okay, and I have an idea with these stairs. And ouch, I shouldn't have did that. I'm thinking about putting, at least right here, anyways, is putting redstone lamps or glowstone. It doesn't really matter, but we'll try redstone lamps. The only thing is we gotta power them, which takes up more space. And actually, you ain't gonna see those, are you? No, you'll see them here though. But do this is add some light through these steps, and it might not give off that much light, but it will look cool through here. And then maybe we can go something like this, and how can I do this? Will this connect to these? I don't think it will. Good, it doesn't. We can maybe just make a window right here. This might change just like everything else though. We'll just have to see how it looks. Let's take a look at that. That's not bad looking. I do wish I could go further back. Maybe I could though. Maybe I could do this. Let's try that. And then maybe add some more of these stairs right here. Even though, oh, that didn't work. Even though those aren't under, I don't know. Never mind. I was going to say something, but it would have made no sense. Let's just add these and see what it looks like. Okay, whoops. We got to add window there. Yeah, I guess so. And then maybe we could do the opposite on this side. Let's go up a little bit. Okay, not that one. And then maybe again, this might go higher or lower. It's probably gonna go lower, I imagine. So we won't bring the windows all the way up, but let's go up with these to about like right in here with those ones. And again, if you're new to my videos or you expect a tutorial, this isn't a tutorial. You know, this is just a let's build. I'm not good at doing tutorials because my houses are usually very unique. They may have similarities again to other houses, but for the most part, when I build a house, I usually try to make it as unique as possible. And so it's hard for me to do a tutorial and or recreate a house that I've previously built. Like sometimes people will ask me to do a tutorial on a house that I've built a long time ago and have a video of it, and it's like I hate to tell people that I can't, but it's like some of my houses I cannot recreate. Like I just cannot do it. Not even for myself. Like it's just not possible for me to recreate something. And I mean, I wouldn't say it's impossible, but it would be very, very difficult and so time consuming that it wouldn't even be funny. So yeah, these aren't really tutorials. So if anybody expects tutorials, I'm not saying I will never do a tutorial in the future of something I may build, but I would have to have it very planned out to do a tutorial, obviously. It's just not something I usually do, so I apologize for anybody that's like, this is not a tutorial. That's because it's not supposed to be. I wish I could do tutorials. You know, I see people do house tutorials that I may be subscribed to or I may come across on YouTube, but I can't do them, and I give those people lots of props. I take my hat off to you. And I know I made that side 3 thick. I wanted to, and it doesn't look right. It looks like it was a mistake, so let's make it even thicker. Make it 5 blocks thick. I don't know what I'm doing on this side, just like everywhere else, but we're gonna take a look at it. I don't know, it looks too... Maybe I should have came down right here. Yeah, maybe I should do this. Get rid of all this. Just gotta rip all this back out. And see, this again, this is what I don't like to show on video, is me build something and having to tear it down. But if it's not too long, like if it's something really quick like I'm doing here, you know, that wasn't too long to tear down. Bam, it's pretty much done. You know, that's not that bad. But if I build like as much as I've built this entire thing and I had to rip this down, I would just end the video and have to restart the whole thing. And that's not something I want to do. So let's take a look at that. Yeah, let's make this a little bit thicker on this side. And I don't do this too often, is leave big walls with no windows, and I want to do that with this because if I need to, when I'm furnishing, if I need to put something here, like pretend this is a table and a picture and then, you know, something around the picture, I don't have windows in my way, like right here, you know, or right there. It's just a personal, again, way that I build. Okay, so I'm liking this so far. I'm thinking over here, now we can just add one of these random, and we'll stick it out for far is a just a random wall. Part of the build. It will just, in real life, it would probably serve as a you know, something structural. Structural. That's a hard word for me. Structure-wise, you know, like it's just there for looks, but it's also there to help hold the house up. You know. That might be too high though. Let's. Again, I need to figure out how high this house is gonna go. Dang it. Okay, so let's see. This is the first floor. If this was to end right here, the stairs, and then now we're on the second floor, how high would that be? Let's see. That's plenty of high. Plenty of high. That's a word. That's plenty high for being down here on the first floor. It's actually, it would be too high if I left it like that, but I could always make the roof right here, which would leave me a gap where I could put things like a redstone lamp and have it show through when you're looking up from the first floor, and it will not affect the second floor. So that is actually perfect. So this will be the second floor right here, about this level. I don't know what height it is, and nobody cares. So let's at least bring this out a little, and now we'll figure out where this roof will go. And since this window stops here, let's actually count this. Hold on. Actually, there's 3 here, and there's only 2 here. And there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 there. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 there. So we could actually bring this up a little higher. And then maybe chop this off, or we could do one of these where it's like kind of like this house, where it's hanging over. I'm not sure. I don't mind it. Excuse me. Well, let's maybe, no, I don't know about that. I don't know. Whatever, we'll leave that like that for now. But I think that is where we'll go height-wise. So let's connect this, and we can call that good when it comes to height. But now, again, I don't want to leave this window, this huge, just like window. We already got a big window there like that. We want to break this up with something, so let's first figure that out. I keep thinking this wood, this dark whatever oak wood, but how I would do that, the only way this would work is I would have to just do something weird like this. This might not look bad, we'll just have to see. Something like that. Up. So, I don't know, it's so weird, but it might look good. Alright. What does that look like? The only thing I don't like about that is it's like, how would that be attaching itself? The glass would be holding it up. For me, that wouldn't make sense. But we could try something like this. Now it's starting to look like a hospital, though. Yeah, that looks too much like a cross for a hospital or a church, maybe. Let's not do that, because that's not what this is. This is supposed to be a house here. Could always do this. Let's try this. Let's make it stick out like that. What about that? That actually doesn't look bad. I'm telling you, I keep saying it, and I know some of you guys build modern, but anybody that doesn't build modern, I'm telling you, I've said it, and I've said it again, and I'll say it again. You just gotta do random things. Don't get too random. I wouldn't go too far from symmetrical, how I did these windows. And let me slow down. I am no expert, but I would consider myself pretty decent at building modern homes at this point. And, you know, this window compared to that window, they're symmetrical. They're just flipped over. But everything else, you know, for the most part, isn't symmetrical. And that's kind of how you got to build. You just got to be kind of random with it. And you also got to think a little bit ahead, but not too far ahead. Like, I was just looking at this from the outside. Is if this is going to be the roof, not necessarily the roof, but if you're on the first floor and you look up, we'll consider that being the roof, is when it comes over, it's now going to attach itself to that window. So you got to figure something out how to get there around that. And I may have a solution. That might be it right there, actually. Actually, let's just add some more of this. I may add the wood here though instead. I don't know. Should I? I don't know. We'll try that later. For now, we'll just add this like that. And bam, there we go. Now we have a staircase. Let's look at it again from the outside here. Yeah, that looks much better. It was like I was showing you guys, it was gonna come into the window had I did it like that. And I would have had to change everything, and that's something where, like I was just saying, you gotta think ahead, but not too far ahead. And that's why once I get the front done, which I'm still gonna do some more to the front on that side and maybe a little on this side, is then I'll probably go start figuring out where certain rooms and things are gonna go on the interior, so that I don't get too far ahead of myself and end up with rooms that are the size of, you know, a 5x5 or something, which might be too small. I don't know, that might even be the right size. We'll just have to see. But anyways, I think this is a good start. You guys have to let me know in the comments, and also I normally don't ask for likes, and you guys know that, but another way to show me that you guys liked this is to leave a like. And I only want you to leave a like if you genuinely liked this episode and want me to do more of these. I'm obviously going to continue this house. I'm not going to stop. Even if I get a million dislikes, I'm going to keep doing it. But we'll start back, you know, with what we've left off with here in the next episode, and we will continue with this house, and we'll continue to tweak it and make it awesome. I do already think it's awesome, but we'll make it more awesome. So that's going to do it for this episode. Thank you guys so much for stopping by and watching my video, and I have some things I want to talk about in the next episode while we build this house. I wanted to talk to you guys about them in this video, but we're already at time, and I'm going to go ahead and end it, and we'll just go over those things in the next video. So thank you guys so much for watching, and I will see you guys in episode 4. Have a good one.